Hi guys, it is November the 10th. Let me just check. It's 3:55 in the afternoon. Um, this video just explains the prior video. I'm not gonna go get it. I'm not gonna get the skinny pig. I really don't want any piggies anymore. I'm not gonna tell people that have piggies to go and get a chinchilla. But I can tell you that my honest assessment, once you hold this chin, and once you hold the chinchilla, once you bring one home, there's no going back. Once you experience what the chinchilla gives you, the kind of feelings you get from holding one, how it reacts to you, all that stuff, and just that fact that it's very playful. It's They say guinea pigs like to play. There's nothing comparing it to the chinchilla. The chinchilla really does play, almost like a cat and dog. Except the cat and dog, you have to let it out. You have to scoop a big litter box, and it's a little more expensive to raise a cat actually. Plus, you can't keep a cat in a cage, so you need more space. So it gets the fur everywhere. These guys don't really shed. Okay. Aside from allergies maybe to their hay, which I initially had allergies to hay when I first got the guinea pig, but luckily with my inhaler and nasal spray, which has steroids in it, that's one of the reasons why I adapted and I don't have allergies to hay anymore. When I first got it, I got it to the point where I could barely breathe, but with the inhaler and nasal spray, I think it was 9 days, my allergies to hay suddenly vanished. It probably won't happen to most people. If you have an allergy to hay, it's probably not going to go away. But with me, the allergies went away completely, and I control it by using it just whenever the symptoms now pop up, which is probably once every about 6 days. So it's not too bad. I don't use the steroids medication as I should, which is every day. I use 4 doses. I only use it when it pops up, and I only use about half of a dose, so about 2 puffs. And the inhaler is only if my throat feels like it's closing. But I usually only use the nasal spray, which kind of controls the runny nose, stuffy nose, whatever, that kind of thing. The watery eyes. It can actually control everything. All the symptoms are related. It basically blocks the reaction to the hay. So anyway, regarding the skinnies, I decided not to. One of my friends on YouTube is right. If this PetSmart can sell it, I shouldn't get it. And they can sell it. They just chose not to get it because it doesn't sell as fast. But am I really going to make it convenient for them or for myself, right? They're a business. They definitely can afford it to keep the pig until they sell. And it'll be going to a home that actually wants it instead of a home that doesn't know if they really want it. I can tell you that if you gave me a choice between paying $100 for a chin or $100 for a skinny or even a free skinny pig or a paid chin, I would rather pay for a chin than get a free skinny. So I guess that kind of explains how much I want the little guy. I mean, if getting it for free, I still don't know if I want it. But if I had to pay the same price for the skinny to get a chinchilla instead, and I'm willing to pay for a chinchilla, it tells you just how much I want the skinny, which is not very much. I really don't really want it. So then I don't think I should get it. Whoa, what the hell happened here? So yeah, the other reason is I saw mating behavior last night. So if Nala's ready, Nala could very well have babies by the end of March. My ability to buy a $300 cage, that's including taxes, but then there's another $70 for the 4 liners I need for the second cage, and I'll be sharing the existing liners that I have for the base cage with the second one, because I'm buying a 162, which is a double stack. So I'll share those ones. I'll have to do the laundry every 2 weeks. Initially, I will buy 2 more liners for the bottom, because I have 8. I'll have 8 by the end of this month, supposedly. So I'll just buy 2, which will give me ability to do it every 3 weeks. But I do have to pay $70 for the second level one. The one that has a little square hole cut out of it for the second level. I'll buy 4 of those. So I'm looking at about a little over $100 for that. So I'm paying about $420. Not to mention you know, the basics like some tiles or something. Um, I probably won't buy very much, but I do have to anticipate that there might be supplies I didn't foresee because I've never, you know, looked into expanding a cage. And then, of course, I have to buy a carrier of some sort to put them in while I renovate this cage and take out the wall and build the other cage and push them together. And then I have to look into how I'm going to do it. Do I just lock the wheels to make the two cages join? Or, you know, I have to look into that. So obviously, I can't just take off the roof or whatever, and because you have to take off the roof to take away the wall, because you put the wall in, then you stack the roof on it, so you have to take it out. And these guys can jump, so I can't just take the roof off, quickly take this thing out, and it's not as easy as lifting. They're actually quite sometimes caught, like, you know, stuck. So you kind of wiggle it, bang it a bit, and it will scare it. And if Nala's pregnant, you definitely don't want to be doing all that and traumatizing her. It could cause her to abort the babies, which is not good for her. Even if you don't care about the babies, it's not good for her. You know, so, you know, I got to take this off, and then I got to build the cage here because I can't wheel it past this thing. There's not enough clearance unless I remove this thing. But anyway, I plan to push this thing here and then build it right here. So, you know, you don't want to be making all that noise with Nala being pregnant. So no matter when I get the thing, even if I get the skinny or not, it's going to be a 1 month difference. So either I get it at the end of March, the cage, or I get it at the end of February, maybe at the latest. You know, and the thing is, I don't even really want it, to be honest. If I look into my heart, I don't want the pig. I'm sorry to say. Given my experience between the two now, I definitely can tell you I can't go back. I can't go back to having guinea pigs. I would get it out of guilt. I would raise it, whatever, because I could, but it doesn't mean I actually want it. And I think we'll benefit more from it if we actually want the pet. I can tell you right now, I would drop everything I'm doing if there was a free chinchilla. Seriously. But would I drop everything to go get a free skinny? I can tell you no. I'd still have to think about it. Never mind if I had to buy a second cage to get the third chinchilla. The bottom line is I don't know if I want it. So, yeah, so I'm glad I have some friends that help me, you know, make that last decision because I was very undecided. I mean, I could go either way. But I ultimately decided to go take a shower instead, and I have no regrets. And my babies are here. Oh, and the other reason why too, ultimately, while I was googling with whether I really wanted one or not, my current room temp is 64 degrees. It's gone up a little bit because I turned up the heat, but the thing is, my chins like it cold. My hamsters can tolerate the cold to a degree, but the skinny pig cannot. So I have a very big contradiction in heat requirements. You know, one of them likes it cold, one of them likes it hot. Like, where do I go? You know, I don't want to risk killing my chins, and I don't want to risk the skinny dying because it's too cold in here. But I'm not prepared to buy a heating pad, you know, and plug it in and all that jazz. And so I think also that's another reason why I shouldn't get it. It's just my heating requirements are different. The kind of pets I got are not compatible. You know, these guys need AC. That guy needs heat. I mean, so yeah, no regrets. I think I'm doing the right thing. I just needed a little convincing. So yeah, that's all.